Take a look at your current temperatures here. Right now, mild. We're in the 50s. Logan, Salt Lake City, St. George, even in the upper 50s. We've got the winds out of the south and some clouds in place. This is what we're expecting, though, is we'll start off dry, but cold front hitting tomorrow, and we're pushing it back just a little bit later on in the evening, as I was concerned that maybe we'd have some impact for the afternoon commute. That doesn't look to be the case, but come tomorrow, or I should say Tuesday morning, for the morning commute, we've got snow in the forecast, accumulating snow both for the valleys, the benches, and the mountains, and more storms that will be sweeping in for northern and central Utah later on in the week. But with this storm hitting tomorrow night through Tuesday, winter weather advisories in effect, and yes, we're incorporating the Wasatch Front over towards Tooele County, moving through the central southern valleys, and of course the mountains, where you can see for most mountain locations 5 to 10 inches. For the extreme northern mountains, though, 6 to 12 inches and more expected for the Cottonwood Canyons. Most valley locations, it's 1 to 5 inches. But let's take a look at the computer models with estimations on who will be getting the snow. And most everyone will. So this means we might have to be doing some shoveling or getting your snowblower out. And we are expecting to see more snow in Tooele County, heading over towards Utah County as well. And so everyone's got to get ready to do some more work on Tuesday morning with some lingering snow throughout the day, potentially having to do it in the afternoon as well. But that's for this storm and for this week. Let's look long range from the Climate Prediction Center. Where are we going weather pattern wise next 6 to 10 days? Well, once we get past these series of storms and some cooler temperatures, we're going to be getting a little bit of a warm up here, particularly across central and southern Utah. That's temperature focused. Outlook for precipitation again as we get past the storm, at least for southern Utah. We're going to be drying out just a bit. Northern Utah, though, still under the storm pattern there, in that it will be moving through, and we do see precipitation in the forecast, especially as we look towards the end of this week. Central and southern Utah right now, clouds in place. We look upstream, the position of our next storm system and associated cold front. Again, the timing of this cold front, more along the lines between 7 and 8 o'clock, and maybe even a little bit later, where previously we thought it was going to be between about 5 and 6 o'clock. So delayed just a bit, but it does get here. And again, in the overnight hours, we'll see that rain turning over into snow. With that storm coming in, we might see a few isolated thunderstorms as well. Tonight, though, we're just looking at partly cloudy skies here across the north. Cloudy conditions across central and southern Utah. Again, mild temperatures here in the overnight hours. As we take a look at tomorrow's forecast, we start off with some clouds, then we get a little bit of sunshine. We've got the winds all day long, highs returning to the 60s. Again, we don't see the precipitation starting as we look to the daytime hours, but tomorrow night things will change as we'll usher in that storm system. Initially that green is rain, then rain changing over to the snow as the colder air does move through. But all locations above average, where we get back into the 70s for St. George, then we drop the temperatures and bring the rain at least Tuesday. Once we get past that, though, we're on a warming trend, and for the first day of spring, we'll be looking at mid-60s, but 70s returning by Sunday. More northern Utah, low 60s tomorrow, then a big drop in temperatures, 40s with that snow. Overnight lows in the 20s. We're going back a couple of months temperature-wise, feeling more winter-like with 40s on Wednesday. Then Thursday, a mixture of rain and snow, as we'll see some morning snow on Friday. Then another wave hitting on the first half of the weekend. That'll also bring a mixture of rain and snow. Then we're finally clearing out and slightly warming up, but for most days we'll be below average and definitely feeling that winter chill, especially on Tuesday with that snow.